All right, we've made it to August. Now, we waited a little while to put out a video. We wanted to see if there was going to be a shakeout, either postponements or cancellations with events, and sure enough, we had an event postponed till September. Rachel's Wings Aider in Decatur, instead of being August 15th, is now going to be September 12th. And actually, that's a good thing, because the only two events we have in the North Texas area are both on August 15th, which is just kind of the way this year's been. But looks like these events are going to go on, so they have really planned ahead due to the pandemic. So it looks like we're at least going to have some events coming up here on August 15th. Let's go right to the first event, the Ride of Honor. Now, originally this was going to be at Texas Motor Speedway. It has moved to Crum, Texas at the Crum High School. Crum is west-northwest of Denton. They'll have ride distances from 12, 50, 68, and 100 miles. They will have rest stops about every 13 to 15 miles and SAG support. Now, they do have their routes on Ride with GPS. I'll put those in the comments on the Facebook site with cue sheets, so they do have turn-by-turn directions. And if you're doing the Century Ride, make sure you take a look at that, because there is part of the route where you have to circle back around and go over the route again. And the good thing about that is it's got a 12% climb in it coming back off of the Ray Roberts Dam. So I know you people here really like doing climbing. So make sure you look at that, and then we'll have all the Ride with GPS on each one of the comments, so you can take a look at those. What else? It starts now. Right now, as of August 3rd, they had 331 cyclists signed up to do the event. If they stay below 1,000, they're going to do mass starts. The 100 mile will start at 7:15. The 68 mile will start at 7:25. The 50 mile will start at 7:35, and then the 12 mile will start after that. What else? Oh, make sure they have a good website, and due to the current situation, make sure you read their COVID response. And as far as registration goes, some of the events that have been going on have not had day of registration, and I don't see them saying they don't have day of registration. But if you really are planning on doing this, make sure you register before the event, because some of the events I don't know if they're going to have day of registration. And if not, that would be kind of disappointing to get out there and not be able to register. The next event is the Possum Pedal, and guess what day it is? Of course, it's August 15th too. That is in Graham, Texas. Now that is northwest of the Metroplex. It's about 100 miles from DFW Airport, so just under a 2-hour drive, just to give you a point of reference. They will have distances from 6, 27, 42, 54, and 61 miles. Registration is online only. Now, on one part of their site, it says you can register the day of the event, but you have to do it online. And then on another part of their site, it says registration closes at 5 p.m. on August 14th. If you plan on doing this, I think I would just go ahead and register before 5 p.m. August 14th. Now, they were originally going to have 76 miles. They're not, but there are some people who are signed up for it. There is no route for the 76 mile. So I guess those people will just have to do the 61 miles or whatever they want to do. There is some Ride with GPS data. But it's not there's no cue sheet for it. These are real simple routes, so you really, without cue sheets, there's no turn-by-turn directions, but you really don't need it for this. And if you look at their website and just go to their homepage, and if you just keep scrolling down, you'll kind of go through all the different bits of information they have. Both these websites have been done really well, so kudos to both of the organizers on their website development of this. This is a flatter course, so if you don't like doing hills, I think the 61 mile had total climbing of about 1,600 feet. So these are flatter courses than the Ride with Honor, which I think the 100 mile had about 3,300 feet of climbing. What else? Also, make sure you read their pandemic event plan. You know, it's just an unusual year, so please just make sure you read through all their information so you know what to expect. Also, they're starting at 7:30. I don't know if they're having a mass start or not. It didn't really say. It just said they're starting at 7:30. Right now, they have 120 people signed up for that event. Since these are the only 2 events in Texas, I've noticed some people are coming from all over the state. Hey, and that is it for August. Now, one thing you might want to do, and I do this now when I ride, because well, sometimes you kind of stop at a convenience store or something, you know, whatever, stop somewhere. You know, get a little bag and keep a mask on one side. And this is for the volunteers, so if you have to interact with the volunteers, you have a mask with you. Or if you're doing one of these events and you have to stop somewhere or need SAG support, that you have a mask. I always carry this in my center back pocket and a couple single wet wipes, which you can't find those anymore, but you can always make you up a little bottle of hand sanitizer. And then I also use some lens cleaners because glasses get pretty dirty. That's about it. Hey, whether you're going to do an event on August 15th or not, you know, there's still clubs and groups that are doing some rides, or you can ride solo or with your buddy. But we wish you to have a great time if you do the events, and for everybody, have a great and safe ride. We'll see you. Thanks.